Hi Scorpio, welcome. It's Meredith. I'm here with a mid-month reading for February 2020. We are doing a different kind of reading. We're using three different tarot decks, three different oracle decks for the message. Your first row of cards comes from Legacy of Divine Tarot, and this row is all about what's now for Scorpio. What's going on in the present energy atmosphere. Your first card. Ace of Swords. Beautiful. What a way to start a reading with an ace, right? This one is a divine and cosmic gift of everlasting strength, brilliant clarity, discernment, wisdom, swift, easy decision making, and also cutting away superfluous energies that no longer serve your highest and greatest potential. Woof. Loaded, right? All right, let's go to the next set. Two cards in this position. We have first the Four of Wands. Oh, how nice. And the Eight of Wands. Ooh, even nicer. Talk about stability, right? The Four of Wands, super strong foundation. And what a beautiful card for you to see, Scorpio. This is what you've been doing. You have been co-creating with the divine all that is, a super stable foundation within your own relationship to self, which means you have all that to offer every circumstance and scenario and situation in your world and all of your relationships. Sweet. The Eight of Wands is also super stable, but all eights in tarot are about movement, momentum. The Eight in the suit of Wands is about communication. And I feel something a little different on this card today as I look at it. I feel the communication is intuitive. And for the first time that I can recall, I feel a connection to the moon of the major arcana. Easy for me to say. I feel a connection to the moon. Something of the unknown becomes known to you, and it comes through your intuitive gifts with brilliant clarity. And it allows you to cut away the energy that is superfluous and not serving you. It's like you're becoming an intuitive efficiency expert here in these first three cards. And, you know, your yardstick, your measurement here is, hey, does this serve my Four of Wands? No. It's out. See ya. Swoosh. Down comes the sword. It's working for you, though, so keep doing it. Typically, when we see the Eight of Wands, it's something in the mail, email, text message, phone calls, best of all, face-to-face conversation. It's information incoming, it's moving swiftly, and it has the potential to move a situation along swiftly that is unfolding in your world. All right, last card here. King of Cups, holding the Ace of Cups. Beautiful card. The King. You know, kings and queens, I tell you all the time, they bring us their self-mastery. And the self-mastery of the King of Cups is his emotional awareness, intellect, and his emotional intimacy. That's what he's offering in that cup. And like the Queen, he uses the Ace of Cups to scry into. So he stares into the surface of the water. And from that, he'll have his visions. All of his clairs will come up in brilliant clarity, Ace of Swords. And he is able to offer his intuitive knowing, his intuitive wisdom to every part of his life. And that's what's creating this super stable Four of Wands foundation. And it is the messages you channel for yourself, swiftly incoming from your guides, angels, higher awareness, soulful self, that help you to make the choices that continue to create a Four of Wands situation, which is love, bliss, joy, happiness within you in relationship to self. And then, of course, how you bring that to every other relationship in your life. The Four of Wands is a card of strong, happy families, well-connected, good communication, and excellent beloved relationship to self and other beloved. Next card is a spirit animal for you to work with in the remainder of February. So this is something for you to investigate on your own. And your spirit animal is dog. Puppy, actually. Look at, you have a beautiful rainbow in there too, and a butterfly. There's some transformational energy. Dogs, I believe, bring a message of loyalty, though I'm certain there's so much more. So read up on dog spirit and see what that has to share with you in the remainder of the month. All right. Next set of cards comes from the Wheel of the Year Tarot. And this set is all about what's in development for you right now. First card, Ace of Cups. How sweet is that? You have the king holding it, and now it's here on its own in your reading. So this is a continuation. This is what's already going on up here in your top row is an Ace of Cups, Ace of Swords type of energy. So the Ace of Cups is pure, raw, happy, loving bliss flowing into your life. It's a divine and cosmic gift on offer to you from the all that is. And this is indicative of what you have to offer, the gift you have to offer. So as the universe gifts it to you, you in turn gift it to your world and everyone in it. And you're giving from the overflow. There's plenty to spare and share here. Beautiful, beautiful message. And look at you, King of Cups again. Interesting. What's coming with this? Judgment. Ooh. Okay. So, Ace of Cups. Backing it up, actually. Top row, King of Cups, showing, holding the Ace of Cups, using this, using the cup to stare into as a focal point for intuition. Then we have the Ace of Cups itself showing up. Here again, this is an amplification, a heightening even of your own intuitive gifts and how it comes out of the loving, compassionate, kind overflow of the universe. And back again to the King of Cups. So this is in development. You have this in your foundation, and now you're expanding upon it here in what's unfolding. So what this says to us is that your gifts are heightened here and continuing to heighten. So if you think you're intuitive now, look out. Because it's expanding. And in the expansion of that, you now come to Judgment. The Judgment card is one of being visited by opportunities. Opportunities that you may have passed on previously, coming back around for your consideration. So when we see the Judgment card, we want to know what it's calling you out of and what it's calling you to. So we're going to go to this deck, Wheel of the Year. We're going to just pick right off the top. And I am focused on right now what the Judgment card is calling you out of. Three of Swords. Well, that card's no joke. It's a cringer. It's often a cringer. Look at the birds on it, though. We have a raven or a crow. I should learn the difference between the two. I think it's in the tail feathers. I will study that. And then we have two owls. All right. Three of Swords is a card of pain, loss, and sorrow. And this is something, Scorpio, that showed up in your readings for 2.5, almost 3 years. And it's been in the last 6 to 8 months or so, your messages have turned a corner more into this Four of Wands, Ace of Cups type of energy. Lots of aces showing up for you in prior monthly readings, and you turning energies around on your spiritual journey, healing from the Three of Swords type of energy. So Judgment is still calling this out in you, saying there's a little bit more for you to shine your intuitive light on. Dig deeper, look deeper, turn over every rock, every stone, and look underneath it and bring this brilliant guiding light to it. So the beauty of the Three of Swords is that this pain, loss, and sorrow is something you have already experienced. Another way for you to look at this too is that it is the Ace of Swords 3 times over. So if you're using the Ace of Swords, if you're wielding that kind of energy and you're cutting away what does not serve your highest and greatest purpose, the universe is saying you right now have an opportunity on the Judgment card to dig a little deeper, because there's still a little left that could use some of this beautiful, overflowing, blissful love. So it tells us your foundation is so super strong and stable at this time, you can look into any lingering, remaining Three of Swords type of energy. All right. Now, what is Judgment calling you to? We know what it's calling you out of. What's it calling you to? And we have the Two of Cups. So take this where it's relevant for you, Scorpio. This could be, and this is what I feel most intuitively coming off the card. It is a balance of your own divine feminine, divine masculine energy within. Because if you have been recovering from any kind of a Three of Swords life experience, or more than one of them, then your inner divine masculine, inner divine feminine required healing, loving, strengthening, compassion, all of it. My feeling is that you've been doing that work diligently, that kind of spiritual journey work. You've done it. You've dedicated yourself to it, really put some muscle into it. It's obvious, otherwise you wouldn't have these kinds of cards in your top row, or this ace, or the king twice holding the ace, right? So with this harmonized energy, you're seeing the everlasting strength on offer to you in that Ace of Swords. So it says, take this opportunity, maybe use the energies of the retrograde, which is a great time to review, recollect, reminisce even. So reminisce a bit about some of your Three of Swords moments, and maybe in that you'll see how far you've come and how much you've put to peace and rest for yourself on these cards. And so you may still be carrying a little bit of that energy with you, not knowing that it's still there. That's why the universe is shining a light on it. So bring your inner harmony, balance, intuition, your emotional intimacy to yourself first and foremost. See all of this. Look for the gifts in it. And that's just the thing about the Three of Swords. As difficult as a card, as difficult as it can be for a tarot card, there is a silver lining on it every single time. And the silver lining is the wisdom and life experience that you learn from these more challenging life moments. They're intense, but they strengthen you. And when they strengthen you, they end up strengthening all of your relationships. This is why you've got the 4 sitting right there next to the 8, because you've done this kind of work. There's still a little more to do though, and that's okay. You have the strength for it. So then, ooh, the oracle cards from Fortune Reading deck. Look at this. It showed up for us. We have the moon. Pay attention to your intuition. Just a moment now. Where did we hear that? Oh yeah, up here in the 8 of Wands. Okay, pay attention to your intuition at this time and move ahead confidently. Yes. This Three of Swords, the feeling here is it's no longer dramatic for you. So it's one of those things that the Ace of Swords is ready to run through in your life. You're done with it. It has given you absolutely everything it can, and now it's time to let it go. So pay attention to your intuition. You'll know whatever it is that needs your attention on the 3 will be revealed to you in your intuition. And coming with that is wish. Your heart's desire is ready to come true. You know, this is what's in development, this row. And so this is like receiving the Nine of Cups over here. Something of the unknown becomes known. Something out of the ether, Ace of Cups, comes out of that overflow and gifts and blesses your life. And my feeling is, because Judgment is here, you have an opportunity to cultivate a life experience that you had perhaps given up on when you were in this Three of Swords type of scenario. But a light has been shining on how you love and care for yourself. And you realize that you have upgraded your frequency. And by upgrading your frequency, you have attracted all manner of wonderful life experiences, also at an upgraded frequency. So your connections to the people you know, love, and trust, they have expanded. The bonds have grown deeper and stronger. And these Three of Swords type of situations from your past, at a time when you may have been more inexperienced, untried, and still really striving to learn, these gave you great life lessons. Challenging, some of them painful, yes. They had you making new decisions that perhaps brought you into some kind of a stillness for a period of time, especially when we were seeing all the challenging readings for Scorpio, because you were doing some deep inner work, and there's still just a little bit more to do, but it's so close to the surface, it's like a little splinter. You can just pluck it right out, and you'll feel a sense of relief, and you'll feel this beautiful rush of the universe saying yes to you, and it's overflow. And that is so fulfilling. Beautiful, Scorpio. All right, next set of cards comes from Tarot of the 78 Doors, and this portion of the reading is all about what kind of energies are influencing Scorpio's long-term happiness and fulfillment at this time. Your first card is Strength. Beautiful. Okay, so the Strength card, I did just say you have the strength to do this, and you are doing this. What's more is the Strength card is a reminder to follow your heart. It is a reminder that your wild, free spirit is a priority, and you can't be negotiated out of it. That's what caused Three of Swords situations previously in life experience. And so this is not something that you are going to compromise or negotiate any longer. And it's part of your wonderful charm, Scorpio. So why would you want to? Why would you want to negotiate yourself out of that? You're not a people pleaser. And if you were, you no longer are. And it's a beautiful thing, because you've stepped fully into your strength and power. Everlasting strength. Here it is. This beautiful raw authenticity that is you. I love it. That's the guiding light right there. The Judgment card. Next. Oh, how sweet. The Star. And you know, I tell you all so often, this card connects to strength. There are 8 stars typically on the card. And what is so beautiful about this, the raw, authentic you that I was just speaking of here on the Strength card is reflected right here in the Star card. So not only are you being your raw, authentic self, you are doing that even when it feels vulnerable, because here she is nude on the card, which means she has nothing to hide, and she fears nothing. She is pure, raw, manifesting love. That takes some strength to do, to be that, to live that, to express that, and you're doing it, Scorpio. It's wonderful. And because you're doing it, you're creating all new, fresh opportunity for yourself. And the Judgment card is saying, you know what? You get to have a few do-overs here, and it's going to be unlike anything you've ever experienced thus far. So much better than you could have ever dreamed it. I love that. All right, next 2 cards. Oh. So King of Cups now, twice in the reading, holding the Ace of Cups. Ace of Cups proper in the reading. Holy moly, look at this. This is exactly it. This is you having all of this goodness on offer to your self relationship, and you're giving of that from the overflow to every part of your life. And then, are you sitting down for this one? Ace of Cups again. Need we say more? I don't think so. It would simply be a repeat, although it is worth repeating. Oh, that's fantastic. This is exactly the kind of life experience. Strong, wild, free, courageously vulnerable, overflowing love and bliss. Yes, that's the answered prayer. That's the wish that's come true for you, Scorpio. Wow. Actually wish I was a Scorpio right now. Okay, the oracle cards that go with this set come from Gateway Oracle. And the question put to this deck was, what doorways of opportunity is Scorpio walking through? What thresholds are you crossing at this time? Your first is, look at this. Expecting miracles, anticipating miracles. Miracles are blossoming in my life. This is a beautiful confirmation to the whole reading. And then, look at that. Manifesting dreams. My dreams are coming true. So, how many more times can it be said in one reading, Scorpio? I suppose I could keep pulling cards, but we would continue to get this same message over and over again. So keep listening to your intuition. Look where it's brought you. Take a moment. Truly take a moment. Hit pause on this video and just stare at these cards and smile in the deepest kind of appreciation. Can you feel that overflowing out of your heart space? I sure can. Thank you so much for watching. Please do like, share, subscribe here on the channel. Deeply appreciated. Watch the daily messages and check out your Sun, Moon, Rising, Venus if you are so guided. There's a whole lot of information on offer to you throughout this Mercury retrograde. So for about the next 3 weeks, these cards are relevant. Perhaps longer. We don't really believe in a whole lot of timing here at Angel Soul. Bye for now, Scorpio. Peace, love, happiness, blessings to you. Namaste, and bye for now.